YouTube family? This is your boy Mel Magawal, you Hootie with you 101. Today we're going to talk about the Cam Newton situation. Everybody's going up in an uproar about it. Some people trying to call him misogynistic, and other people are trying to say he hate women and so forth. However, I agree with a lot of the stuff that he's saying, with 99% to 100% of what he's saying. What we're going to do is go over the video. I'm going to talk about certain elements of the video and how I share some of his same views.
People, they know one Cam. They don't know Cam. The upbringing, you growing up, what was that like? How was that?
So I'm not one of these dudes to be like, bro, I'm gutter, I'm this, I'm that. Man, I had a perfect example of what a man was in my life by my father. My parents have been together for 36, 37 years now, and it's a beautiful thing.
He says parents were together for 36 years. For those of y'all who don't know, Cam Newton parents, they actually run a church. His father's a pastor out in, I believe it's Newnan, Georgia. So, you know, he's came from a full, you know, a together household. He didn't come out of one parent household and so forth. So you got to understand his perception of what a full household and what a man's perception of things are, as opposed to a lot of these women who come from single parent households who think that they are wife material, and they really got it wrong. Like, they don't even have a role model to follow, or even had a role model to follow to see what, you know, their position supposed to be in a marriage. But we're gonna go ahead and keep.
I grew up in a 3-parent household, my mom, my father, and my grandmother. And I knew what a woman was, not a bad bitch.
Okay, what's the difference?
A woman.
Okay.
Said a woman, not a bad bitch, a woman. Woman on her cause, on her purpose of why she's here. Not a woman that wants to be independent and doesn't want to have kids and none of that. You know, God put men here, and a woman came for a purpose, not for them to be independent and not to be breeding. I mean, someone had you, and you're going to be stingy and say you don't want kids, then you have no purpose here on the planet. That's my position on that. You ain't got no medical condition, you should be wanting to have a family and having kids. And most of the women who aren't in that mind state have been just manipulated by society and or just hasn't seen that structure which they should have had.
Bad bitch is a person who's just, you know, girl, I'm a bad bitch, you know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I look the part, but I don't act the part.
Okay.
You know.
Look the part, but don't act the part. And this whole bad, you know, BITCH thing, you know, this comes with the whole independent woman rhetoric and all this. You know, I get it, whatever. You should be able to take care of yourself, but that don't mean you're a man. You're not equal to a man. Your purpose is not that of a man. You understand what I'm saying? We don't find that attractive. For some reason, what women find attractive in men, they think we find that attractive to them. You know what I'm saying? In them, which is not true.
And it's a lot of women who are bad bitches, and I say bitches in a way not to degrade a woman, but just to go off the aesthetic of what they deem is a boss chick. Now, a woman for me is handling your own, but knowing how to cater to a man's needs.
Very important. Cater to a man's needs. See, in our society, soon as a woman hears cater, oh, I ain't no slave. Oh, this ain't the days past. No. It doesn't mean you're a slave. It means catering to your man's needs, catering to his ego, giving him that horsepower on his back to keep going out there to provide. Because a lot of men, women back in the day knew how men work. You know, women are the more smarter of the two. They're more manipulative, and they had to be manipulative because that's part of survival. They needed men to protect, to bring in the food, so forth. Because we live in a society to where we made it comfortable for women, they can just go to the supermarket and get food. They can call 911, they in danger. But what they failed to realize is that's something us men implemented. They can say they fought for this, that. No, you fought for something in a system that we created. If we just decided tomorrow to take everything from you, what are y'all gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do about it? But the point that I'm trying to say is that women need to understand their role, their purpose. Like I said, this is not a slave thing. the role as a mother, as a female energy on this planet, as a support to a man, as being part of a union that's supposed to push, us, as civilization forward. But go ahead.
Right? And I think a lot of times when you get that aesthetic of like, I'm a boss bitch, like I'm a this, I'm a that. No, baby, like, but you can't cook.
Okay.
You don't know when to be quiet. You don't know how to allow a man to lead.
Now, a lot of women, now the kickback of that is be quiet. I'm going to be quiet for the man and handle his business. That's what they say.
Be quiet for the man to handle his business. Like, I've heard women, I'll be quiet for a man that's going to handle it, be quiet for this and that. No. This is not conditional femininity. It's like, say for instance, you see Moneybagg Yo out there. He got Ari. She compliments him very well. She's always doing his hair, rubbing his shoulders. She gives him peace. But the question is, if he wasn't Moneybagg Yo, if he was Joe Schmo making $40,000 a year, $30,000 a year, working in the warehouse, would Moneybagg Yo get the same respect and loyalty? Probably not. I'm 95% sure not. You understand what I'm saying? Men of that stature, they have other women, different things like that. But they don't get grief about none of that. But soon as a $40,000 a year, $30,000 a year, year man or whatever the case, that's not of that high statue, that's when we don't get the feminine, and that's when a lot of men in that range start stepping out. Especially, I'm talking more of the black race. You know what I'm saying? Because the main thing that men want over everything else is peace and cooperation. You know what I'm saying? A nice booty or a nice breast or whatever is fine, but it only goes so far and it deteriorates with age. We want somebody that's going to compliment what we're doing, is going to put that battery in our back, is going to give us peace, is going to cook, and somebody that we feel confident that's going to be able to feed and take care of the family while we out there grinding. You understand what I'm saying?
Say, I'm gonna be vulnerable. I'm gonna be submissive to a man and handle his business. That's what they're gonna say. So what is your?
And before going on that, like you said, I'll be submissive for a man, this and that. A lot of women act like, I'm not doing that. You ain't my husband. Like, that's why your butt is staying single. That's why nobody's marrying you. You have to show and sell your skills as a wife, as a mother, for somebody to even consider it. You know what I'm saying? So, say like, some girls will come over and clean your house and do dishes and do stuff you don't ask. Those are good traits of women that could potentially be somebody that, you can put a ring on. You know what I'm saying? Like, my first, my only marriage, which, I'm divorced now, but that I came from a household like Cam did. With a mother and father, my mother complimented my father. She cooked, she cleaned, she was cooperative. She didn't give him no grief. My dad went out there and worked. He was a professional boxer, and then he worked for FAA. He worked. That's what he did. That was my perception of a marriage. So when I was ready to get married, I made a mistake. I married a woman that came from a household. Now, she wasn't a superior household, but she came from a household in which the mom ran the household. Her dad was the type of person that was like, oh, I'm in the doghouse. He said statements like, happy wife, happy life. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are beta male / simp statements. You know what I'm saying? So in her mind, a wife ran the household. In my mind, as nature intends it and as the Most High intends it, becomes him, the man, then the woman, then the kid, so forth. I'm going along with the purpose. She's going along, my ex went along with what she saw in the household, and this is where we clash and why our marriage didn't work out. But, these are some excellent statements that Cam is making here. Oh, that was the end of that. But basically,
a lot of people.
Oh, let me see. Make sure we got it to the end.
That is, be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet for the man and handle his business. That's what they say. I'm gonna be vulnerable. I'm gonna be submissive to a man and handle his business. That's what they're gonna say. So what is your? A lot of people.
So yeah, that's the end of the video. But basically, in a nutshell, he's not being misogynistic. You know what it is? Women can't handle the truth, and that's a lot of reason why we've been raised so long and so much into the point to where we have to coddle women. We have to worry about their feelings. See, back in the day, men just did what they did. Medieval times, so forth, it wasn't none of that. You just had to do what they do. Our job was to go out there and provide. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, everything is about the woman's feelings. oh, he lied about this, he lied about that, because y'all can't handle the truth. And this is a prime example. He's telling you the truth, and you can't handle it. You want to call him misogynistic. You want to say he hates women. You want to say X, Y, Z, and it's all bullcrap. The fact is, you guys, a lot of you women do not like to see yourselves in the mirror, and you know it's true. You understand what I'm saying? And you just can't handle the truth, and that's just what it is. But that's my take on it. I totally agree with Cam Newton's view on everything. You guys tell me what you think. Go ahead and comment below. Like, share, and subscribe. It's your boy, Mel Magawal Yehudi from Know the Truth 101, and I'm out. Peace.